It really began around 1938 when I was 11 years old. And I learned by seeing the bulletin as to how much people in Portland, Oregon, my hometown, gave to the United Jewish Appeal. And I saw my mother's name down there for $100. This was half a month's pay back then, and we were not very well to do. And I went up to my mother, I said, "Mom, we can't afford this. Why did you do that?" And she said that people need help, and we can do it. We are eating, you're getting your clothes, and you need to help other people. And that always stuck with me. And I was hardly out of college that I began a small giving program. And I also realized that small giving is just as important as big giving, because there are far more small givers than there are large givers. And the sum total of the small giver is huge, as is the large giver. Now, for the large giver like me, why? Well, what am I going to do with it? Buy a plane? Nuh-uh. I had one and I crashed it. That's enough. No more planes. Buy a yacht? I had 3 of them and I ran one of them into the Bay Bridge in San Francisco. No more boats. Cars? So far, so good. But not terribly fancy cars ever. That leaves a lot of extra money. And too many people with a lot of money keep it. They don't put it to work. And there's so many things that money can be spent for. As my money began to accumulate, and this was around 1970. When I say accumulate, I'm talking about $1 million every few months or so. I began to wonder how it happened. Why? Why me? This is a favorite Jewish term. Why me? Well, this was a good why me. And the why me I came to realize was education. And actually, I realized this beforehand, but I began to realize that my real success in education went right back to grammar school and the wonderful teachers I had there. And as I went from grammar school to high school to college, I was fortunate in having some fine teachers. And a good education set me up for what became the founding of a business that earned millions and millions of dollars. And I don't need that kind of money. I don't care to live fancy or anything. So I began a program of giving to education. And of course, it started with a grammar school, with a new library. And I've always been interested in Israel. Now, at Haifa, this school was a nothing school 10 or 15 years ago. And look at it now. But more importantly, look at what Haifa University is going to become 10 years from now. I'm thrilled to see Haifa University expanding into downtown and growing with the Israeli population. So the original question was, I think, why do I give it away? What better way is to invest money that will help so many people? What better way than to have an educated people who are peaceful people, who are innovative, and in their brilliance that Jewish people have shown for thousands of years, predating Hillel even. The Jewish people have been the teachers of the world. and they have been the educated group. And therefore, they catch a lot of prejudice, unfortunately. Hopefully, my investments in education will filter down, because Israel's not the only one. I'm very active in several schools in California and Oregon. For the same reasons, I was interested in schools like Haifa University. But I would picture Haifa as being 10 years from now as far advanced from today as it is from 10 years ago. And we have every reason to believe this will apply not only to Haifa University, but to Tel Aviv Ben Gurion and even Weizmann and Technion. To me, everything is upbeat in Israel. And any help we can give to universities like Haifa is giving help to Israel and is giving help to the Jewish people.